A beautiful day greeted our patrons for our first game of the season on the 4th of May, which was our 2023 Grand Final replay between Grassy and Curry, which saw Curry reverse the outcome and win by 14 points. It was nice to see Levi Martin playing his first senior game with Curry, while Grassy had Bo Reed from North as a top-up for them to give them 13 players, while Curry had 14. Bryce Hanavier was over and played with Grassy, which saw him kick 5 goals, while Loki Bell kicked 4 and Jack Worrell 3. Bryce could have kicked a lot more, but his point score was higher than his goals. He also got amongst the best players, along with Tristan Forrest, Ryan Fozzie, Jackson Taylor and Arnold Stillmaker. For Curry, Jeremy Walker got amongst their best, along with Finn Haley, Josh Bell-Chambers and Tyler Smith. Karen Joyce forgot where he was and missed this sitter in front of goal, but he did make amends later. Another nice day for football saw Grassy take on North for the first time this season in our Round 2 game, with both sides running out with 16 players each. This was a tight contest which saw Grassy fight back to win by just 3 points. Grassy had a couple of newcomers come and play in Emmett Francombe, Troy Montgomery and Stuart Appleby play along with Joel Williams and Nathan Hinkley from Curry, while Harrison Lincoln and George Freeman from the juniors played their first senior game for North. North had also enticed Ben Cleland and Ryan Philby to come and play, but Ryan didn't last a game out. Jack Nosita kicked 4 goals, but could have had more had he not missed this sitter. Bailey Rainbow kicked 3, with Joel Williams, Nathan Hinkley, Ben Cleland and Justin Summers all kicking 2. Tristan Forrest was amongst Grassy's best, along with Ryan Frozzie and Brandon Blomfield, while for North, Ned Hunter, Harrison Lincoln and Matthew Button were amongst their best. It looked like Emmett Francombe had not played for a while, as he touched the ball to boot before he ran out of the square and got caught, while Stuart Appleby was unlucky not to have hung on to this mark. Arnie was pretty happy about being able to kick a goal, while Justin Summers was using his head to get the ball further. Our Round 3 game between Curry and North saw Curry kick away in the third quarter with a 5-goal-to-zip quarter and keep North to just 3 goals in the last quarter to their zip to run out 19-point winners. We were short on umpires this week, so we promoted Arnie up into the senior ranks. North had Seth Bowling play his first senior game alongside his uncle Bo Mullen, and Get-Powered electrician Braden Rowan played his first game on King Island, while they also had Jackson Taylor from Grassy top up. Curry had Luke Day play his first game for them after moving across from North, with Charlie Raff playing his first game for Curry and had a great game which saw him kick 4 goals, while Campbell Keeler and Harrison Lincoln kicked 3 each. Tyler Smith was amongst Curry's best, along with Jack Worrell and Joel Williams, while for North, Matthew Button, Harrison Lincoln, Bo Mullen and Nick Little were in their best. Nick had a good game, but late in the last quarter collided with Taylor Cook and came away with a busted cheekbone. Ned couldn't have done his boots up properly, as he lost one in this bit of play, while Tom was not happy with the decision given against him. Curry absolutely smacked Grassy in our Round 4 game to see them run out comfortable winners by 84 points. Grassy had 2 backpackers playing for the first time in Jan Marnes and Lucas Lowricks, who helped them get a side on the ground, along with the reliable If You Need Me Justin Sharman. Duncan Clemens enjoyed his stint up forward, kicking 4 goals, with Doug Cox kicking 3. Charlie Raff kicked 2 and got into the best players again, with Tom Graham, Jack Ude and Jackson Taylor also kicking 2 each. Tyler Smith, Levi Martin and Charlie Warner were amongst Curry's best, while for Grassy, Sam Reeves, Tristan Forrest and Brady Rhodes were in their best players. Luke Morris missed a sitter, and Craig Constable showed a burst of speed that surprised a few of us, while Aaron Wardlaw got a good grip on Jack Ude's shorts. North secured their first win of the season in our round 5 clash against Grassy by 16 points. North had Levi Martin and Michael Lasky from Curry top up for them, while Grassy had Charlie Warner as a top-up player, and Reese Esquera played his first senior game. Matthew Button kicked 3 goals, while Ben Cleland, Harrison Lincoln, Beau Mullen, Jackson Taylor and Tyler Rhodes all kicked 2. Ben could have kicked more goals as he missed a sitter along with his teammate Beau. They were not alone, as Reese also missed a sitter and was stiff not to have his mark paid, with Justin Summers was also unlucky not to get a mark paid. Justin was amongst North's best players, along with Jai Summers and Michael Lasky, with Sam Reeves, Brady Rhodes and Reese Esquera in Grassy's best players. Our round 6 game between North and Curry saw both sides run out with a full team sheet. North were assisted by the Shire brothers, with Sam, Abraham and James playing with them again. But Curry was still too good for North, beating them by 64 points. Abraham Shires topped the goal kicking for the day with 3, while Tom Graham, Campbell Keeler, Bradley Martin, Jack Ude, Charlie Raff and James Jackowenko all kicking 2. Jack Worrell and Jeremy were having a bit of a holding session, with Jeremy getting a free, only to see him shank the kick, with them acknowledging each other afterwards. Abraham Shires and his brothers James and Sam were amongst North's best, while for Curry, Tyler Smith, Charlie Raff, Loki Bell and Jack Ude were in their best. Our round 7 game between Grassy and Curry saw the first game played at Grassy for 5 years, but the home ground advantage did not help, as Curry kept their winning run intact, winning by 23 points. Both sides had a full team sheet again, with Joseph Daniels playing with Curry, as Grassy had a full list, while Sukmar Bowling had dusted off his boots to come and play his first game of the season. Grassy had Edwin Scott from the Mine join up and play for the first time, and he had plenty of support from his workmates watching from their accommodation. Freddie Tatawaka had also dusted off his boots, playing his first game of the season. It was a game of firsts, as Bevan Harmon umpired his first senior game. Reese Esquera had a good day up forward, kicking 4, along with Tom Graham, who also kicked 4. Charlie Raff kicked 3, and Loki Bell, Tristan Forrest and Tyler Rhodes kicked 2 each, with Tyler showing he can be pretty nimble at times. For Grassy, Jackson Taylor, Tristan Forrest and Reese Esquera were amongst their best, while for Curry, Duncan Clemens, Jack Worrell and Charlie Raff were amongst their best. Charlie Stillmaker was home from school for the holidays, so Arnie got to play with his son once again. What a mean feat. 30 mils of rain had fallen a couple of days before our round 8 game between Grassy and North, and it had made things a bit slippery on the Grassy Oval, with Grassy securing the win by 27 points. Tyler Smith topped up for Grassy and loved the stint up forward for a change to see him kick 5 goals. The only other multiple scorer was Jeremy Summers with 2. Tristan Forrest had another good game, as did young Peter Cole and Rory Taylor. Rory's teeth must have been chattering a bit with the cold as he lost his mouthguard in this play, while Aaron Wardlaw misdirected his kick to see it go out on the full. Ben Cleland had a good game for North, along with Matthew Button and young Lawson Hoare, who showed plenty of pace around the ground, while Harrison Lincoln was feeling the cold and cramping up. Football returned to Curry for our round 9 game, and what a tight contest it was. North were just 3 points down at three-quarter time, but a 6-2 last quarter saw Curry keep their winning streak going to win by 27 points. Curry had Mark Seacole sign up and play and showed he still had what it takes to play, while North had Bailey Freeman playing for the first time, along with Peter Cole playing on permit from Grassy. But they lost Brett Noonan and Justin Summers early in the game. Harrison Lincoln had a good day forward, kicking 5, with one of them being a freebie after he was harshly dealt with after he had kicked a goal, and showed real guts to try and take this mark, which saw him rewarded with a free. Bailey Rainbow got moved forward and he kicked 4, while Curry had 8 goal kickers, with Josh Bell-Chambers, James Jakowenko, Jack Yu, Campbell Keeler, Charlie Raff and Toby Hyde all kicking 2. Josh should have had more, but his kicking let him down a bit. Jeremy Summers was tripping over his own feet at times, but he was still one of North's best players, along with Peter Cole, Matthew Button and Bailey Freeman, while for Curry, Charlie Raff, Josh Bell-Chambers, Sukmar Bowling and Charlie Warner were amongst their best. Our round 10 game between Curry and Grassy was a real tight affair. Grassy were 30 points up at half-time, but Curry slowly worked their way back into the game and lost their first game of the season by just 4 points. Grassy welcomed back Lee Satori after a stint overseas with his mate from England, George Athersmith. George was new to Aussie rules, and after getting this mark in front of goal, just not give himself enough room to kick the goal. They had Jason Pearce play for the first time, and he too missed a sitter. Grassy also had Cruz Osborne and Ryan Payne play, who were home from school. Cruz had a good start, kicking 4, with Lee Satori kicking 3, and Tom Graham showed his strength up forward to kick 5. Some of the better players were Tristan Forrest, Duncan Clemens, Brady Rhodes, Ryan Payne, Ryan Frozzy, Aaron Smith and Josh Bell-Chambers, who took a nice mark in front of goal, only to muck up what he should have got. Our round 11 game between North and Grassy was our Bellevue Advisors game, where 2 of their employees played as well. Ex-King Islander and Grassy football player Les Mitchell played with Grassy, while James Dornoff played with North. North also had Doug Cox, Joel Williams and Aaron Smith from Curry top up for them, which gave both sides 16 players each. This was a good game, with Grassy securing a 37-point win. Peter Cole had another good game for Grassy, which saw him kick 4 goals, with Tristan Forrest also having a good game, and he topped it off with 3 goals. Harrison Lincoln also kicked 3, Joel Williams, Jack Nasida and Jackson Taylor also kicked 2 each, with Jackson nicely bouncing one through. He could have had more had he converted a good mark in front of goal, only to see it go out on the full. Craig Constable had a chance to get amongst the goal kickers but mucked it up, while Lisa Torrey had his chances as well, but was a bit rusty with his kicking. He did make up for it later though. Amongst North's best players were Lawson Hoare, Ben Cleland and Dale Ellis, while for Grassy, Jackson Taylor, Ryan Fozzie and Sam Reeves were also amongst their best. Lawson was making sure that Tristan was not going to get away, and Seth Bowling seemed to get away with this supposed handball, while James Dornoff did a good job to keep control of the ball. Our round 12 game between North and Curry was a very tight game, which at times got a bit fiery. North had a good last quarter to see them have their first win against Curry this season by 7 points. Jeremy Summers kicked 3, as did Harrison Lincoln, who was having a good season up forward for North. Tom Graham is also having a good season up forward, which saw him kick another 3 for Curry, along with Loki Bell. Lawson Hoare, Ned Hunter and Joel Williams all kicked 2. Bo Reed was amongst North's best players, with Matthew Button and Alex Goldsmith, while for Curry, Toby Hyde, Aaron Smith and Duncan Clemens was in their best players. Clint Stretton played his first game, but was not on the ground for long as he was not feeling the best. Xander Dean also played his first game for North in quite a while, and was seen having a go at Campbell over what I think was Campbell's acting skills. Curry were forced to forfeit our round 13 game against Grassy, at Grassy, as they just could not get enough players to be able to take top-ups to get a side on the ground. They tried hard to get a side up, but sickness and injury had taken its toll on their side. Grassy had organised a fun game between the junior players under 14 and their mums to replace the junior bye, and a good time was had by all. Grassy lost their last roster game of the season to North, where Grassy started well but just could not match North for the rest of the game to see them go down by 16 points. Harrison Lincoln shot to the top of the senior goal-kicking list with his 4-goal haul. Lisa Torrey kicked 3, with Justin Summers and Jason Pearce kicking 2 each. Jeremy Summers came off second best when he went for the ruck against Lee, but Grassy players must be looking after him a bit, as first George Attersmith helped him up, and then later Tristan Forrest also helped him up, which was nice to see. Tristan might have missed another goal right in front, but his overall game was outstanding. Dale Ellis was also having a great game, along with teammates Matthew Button and Ned Hunter, while Sam Reeve and George Attersmith also played well. Young Risa Squarer did a good job to hang on to Jeremy, while Justin tried hard but just couldn't hang on to this mark. Lee also couldn't quite hang on to this mark, but still tried hard to kick the goal, but missed, but got a free, with Bailey not very happy about it. Seth Bowling kicked his first senior goal, while Grassy had some young players super keen to get involved. Our final roster game of the season between Curry and North saw both clubs get players in to get their 3 games up so they were able to play finals. Curry had lost their last 3 games, with one being a forfeit, while North had won their last 2 and were keen to keep that momentum up, while Curry were keen to get back on the winners list, and win they did, which saw them win by 70 points in a game that the score did not give justice to the game. Tom Graham had an up and down day, with him kicking 3 goals to see him draw level with Harrison Lincoln in the senior goal-kicking tally. But he was not happy when Wayne overruled a marking decision when he saw that the ball had hit the ground. Michael Lusky had a good game, which saw him kick 2 goals. With 1 goal, Tim asking Wayne for a review and then just declaring it a goal. Campbell Keeler also kicked 2, along with Josh Bellchambers, while Richard Sutton kicked North's one and only goal for the game. Harrison Lincoln found out how solid Tom Graham is and was unlucky not to secure the leading goal kicker award for the seniors when his kick hit the post. Jeremy Walker was amongst Curry's best, along with Charlie Warner and Jack Yude. James Jakowenko took a nice grab in front of goal, only to see his kicking skills let him down, while Jack Worrell also took a great mark in front of goal to see his kicking skills land the ball on top of the goal post. Bailey Rainbow had a great game for North, along with Ben Cleland and Ned Hunter, with Ned getting away with this pass to Seth Bowling, while Richard was offered the whistle from Wayne after a comment he had made.